Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. First of all, I'd like to apologize for not uploading last weekend, and I missed the weekend earlier as well. That is because a lot has been happening in my personal life, including some hospital visits. Don't worry, I'm fine, but it kept me from uploading twice. I would also like to let you know that I picked a winner for the LMX Beauty giveaway and they have been contacted, so there's that. Keep your eyes open for more giveaways coming up hopefully soon. So in this video I'm going to take you through my makeup collection, and there's several reasons why I'm doing that. That is one, because obviously I would just like to show what I've got. Yeah, it's not massive. This is what I have right now, but I'm still quite proud of it anyway. So that's what I'm going to do. Another reason is that because in this year, 2019, I want to buy less makeup. That's mostly because I spend almost all of my money on makeup and it just has to stop. I have to start saving, otherwise I'm going to be in trouble somewhere in the future. So I'm trying not to spend that much. I've got a couple of things on my list that I still would really like to get throughout the year anyway. The James Charles palette, which will be restocked in like half an hour, so I'm going to try to get it in that time. I might just redo this video in a year time and see how much my collection has grown, or hopefully hasn't grown that much. So yeah, just like to get it out there, and also for myself to just have like an idea of what is actually out there. I just did this look and I'm wearing my Jeffree Star lipstick that I got on Black Friday, and honestly, it's one of my favorites so far. It's one of my favorites along with all the Ofra Cosmetics lip leak. Okay, so I'm going to start off in my drawer, and basically when we moved into this house almost 2 years ago, I got this desk like personally made by someone who does that, and he basically made like a really big drawer where I could put all my makeup in. But since we moved here, I bought so much new makeup that I've kind of outgrown it, so it's just like part of my collection, and then I'll show you the rest afterwards. Okay, so here's the drawer, and it's like really big, and as you can see there's like loads of makeup in there. I'm just gonna start off in the corner. There's my Real Techniques brushes, and then there's my other brushes that I use very often, and then here I've got my like face brushes and brushes that I don't use that often. They could really just use a clean, to be fair. But yeah, that's basically my brushes. Usually I put them out on my desk when I'm working on a look, and yeah, just put them in here when I have to clean up. Okay, so next up we've got this grey thingy here. Oh, and this one is filled with like lip glosses and stuff. This one's from Colourpop that I got when I went to America. And I've got the new Ofra one that I showed you in my Black Friday haul video. Here's the old one I've still got. It's not even nearly empty, but I just don't want to ever run out of it. And just some other stuff in there. Then here I've got my powders. This one's what I always use to contour my cheeks and forehead. And then I've got my setting powder and just some random powder stuff. Over here I've got my beauty blenders. I've got quite a lot of them, and then I've got some facial cleaning stuff. Then in the next one I got my concealers and stuff. Look, this one's nearly empty. This one's like a primer, another primer, eyebrow gel, just kind of face stuff that fit in there. Bit random, but yeah. Then over here I got some of my eyeshadow palettes. Over here I've got some of my eyeshadow palettes, and in here I've got, these are all W7. This one's still Freedom, I think. Yeah. Then I've got my Softas Nails, the first one, second one, and the highlighter palette. And there's also just some random stuff in there. The ones in here I don't use that often. Then next up over here I've got this like plastic thing that I got from IKEA, which separates your makeup quite nicely. Here in the corner I've got my primers, and this is basically anything from like a normal primer to an eyeshadow primer and everything in between. Then next up I've got my mostly used mascaras, and most of them are by Kiko because I love those. And then the next one is, let me see, eyeliners. Here's the LMX one, and I've got two by Kat Von D. One's in the wrong thing. And just some other random eyeliners that I sometimes use. Then this one is for colored eyeliners. This one is gold. And a silver one, just some random colors. And over here I've got my eyebrow thingy. The brow, Gimme Brow, and the brow contour pencil thing that they recently launched. Then over here I've got some lipsticks that I don't use that often, but I like them too much to just put them away. I got these from my mom when she went to America on her own a couple of years ago, so that means they're probably like really outdated, but anyway. Yeah, just some random ones. I got this one in America when I was there. It's by Kat Von D. Then I've got some glitters, like loose glitters, glitter eyeshadows. I don't even know, just glitters. And here's some loose eyeshadows as well. Then over here I just got like a random mess of stuff. In there is like a setting spray, some of the Flada MUA and Smashbox collection, my Sofas Mills lipstick, primer, lip scrub from Lush, a highlighter I never use, setting spray, setting powder, sorry, basically just random stuff. That is basically my big drawer with makeup. Then next up I've got this like, I don't even know what it is, but they're like put against my wall just beside my desk, and the bottom three ones of each row are filled with crafty stuff, because that is basically something I'd like to do in my free time as well, just be crafty, like hand lettering or bullet journal or scrapbook, something like that. And then literally yesterday I purchased these top 3 because my makeup collection was growing so much I just couldn't put it anywhere anymore. And then in the first one I have got my entire Revolution collection. Here I've got all my palettes. I've got 2 of the chocolate range palettes, and then underneath they're all reloaded palettes. Then I've got my lippies, oh no, over here. Most of them are from my advent calendar, and then some of them I got for free for whatever reason, I can't remember. Then over here I've got basically my facial stuff, like the contouring palette I got, highlighters, all that kind of stuff. The lippies, these are all out of my advent calendar, and these I got a while ago. They're still by Freedom, I think, but yeah. Then I've got one of the Egg collection eyeshadows. Ooh, stop falling. I have only used it once, wasn't too fond of it, so I'm not sure if I'll use it again. And then down here I got like a couple of brushes that came in my advent calendars. Lip gloss, primer, eyeliner. These are all lip balms. This one is a bronzer, and this like little thing is all highlighters. And I've got some skincare, which I'm not too sure about yet. I haven't used it enough yet. Then I got my Conceal and Define foundation, which I really love. I'm wearing it right now. And the concealer, obviously, as well. So that is basically my Revolution collection. Excuse the mess right now, it literally just fell over. Then the middle one is filled with all my sort of high-end stuff. Most of which I got from America or from my Black Friday haul. Like I got this one from Jeffree Star that I'm wearing right now. I got my Fenty Beauty foundation, which I've worn a couple of times and which is really nice. I've got my Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette. This one by UV Blaze. Huda Beauty one. Jeffree Star is probably gonna do me something, but I've got a Kat Von D one as well. A little Ofra gift set, Morphe one, Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. I've got some unicorn lashes that I'm wearing right now, so they're empty. Another set of lashes and a Too Faced palette. And underneath is, oh, my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance, which is really dirty. As you can see, there's like a stain down there. And I just can't get it off because of the weird packaging. So that is basically most of my high-end stuff, and I'd like to just keep it separately because it's stuff that I use almost all the time. So I just like to kind of keep it here. It's a bit messy because the palettes are all so big, but... And then the final one is just filled with some random stuff. In the back I've got a thingy from IKEA filled with just like tiny stuff that I got out of my W7 advent calendar and my lip balms. This is all just testers and the birthday collections I got from Sephora because I keep going in my birth month. This is all just testers, which I hopefully will use eventually. And then over here I've got like all my SFX stuff. I tried to use it last year and it wasn't that great, so I might invest in some new ones, but that is one of the things I want to get this year, and that's about it. That was my beauty collection as of right now. Hopefully it won't expand too much except for the James Charles palettes and some other stuff I'd really like to get over the year. Thank you for watching. If you want to see a tutorial on this look or any other look, please let me know down below. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, that would be really cool. Just say you're from YouTube and I'll follow you back. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!